Laura Thompson. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi Laura, my name is Darren Bearclaw. I saw your research up by the North Pole. It was super fascinating, and I'm curious if you'd be able to meet up. I'd love to learn more about the region.
This competition. Darren Bearclaw probably has the most experience than anybody out here.
Look at this, Darren Bearclaw absolutely scorching through the desert.
He's the guy who's pioneered all these new zones.
Cam Zink, this guy is one of the biggest madmen in the sport.
A rider historically known to take gigantic steps forward in progression.
360 drop in the history of mountain biking.
After the top of the course, this is Carson Storch, the 23-year-old.
This kid, he is here to stay when it comes to Rampage competition. Carson Storch, it's time to start looking at him as a free rider, not just a slopestyle athlete.
Our youngest competitor, Tom Van Steenbergen.
There it is.
Oh, no way!
Such a creative run. This one could go down in the history books.
Oh, yeah, he's going sideways! Oh! Tom is actually getting to his feet.
As you guys know, Zink and I have been scouring the planet looking for the ultimate zone. 2 years ago, we stumbled across some photos that a scientist took of a desert island where you'd least expect it. After a lot of research, we're pretty darn certain that we found the zone. It's a heck of a long way to go. This is where the North Pole is, and we are going to be hanging out on this island right here.
It's crazy, there's actually terrain up there to ride that's worthwhile. And not only worthwhile, but like might be some of the best riding I've ever done, ever. It's just crazy how far it is.
Last summer, me and Zink went up there and scouted it.
How long did it take you to get up here?
There's 7 flights.
Yeah, right? You know, it's like that amount of travel, you could pretty much fly around the whole world.
Every day we'd get in the plane and then we would see something, land, unsuccessfully get back in the plane, and then just over and over and over, and we're just getting skunked.
This place kind of sucks, eh?
Yeah, it looked a little rocky from up in the plane, but this is ridiculous.
Break out the shovels!
42 years and the first time. Come on, Bill. So it's not like the entire Arctic is just this wonderland, you know?
It's just one little zone.
Somewhere around here, look for landing sites, because I think this could definitely be a location where we come back to.
Me and Zink came around this corner of the plane, came around Buchanan Lake, and our eyes were initially drawn to this big, humongous faces. And then we ended up landing just below this picture. These lines here, these will definitely be, you know, on our biggest hit list.
This is everything I ever dreamed of in a line and finding a zone to where it's actually that big.
Say if this was the bottom of the hill here at the Rampage line would probably be around somewhere like around here.
I firmly believe that the sickest lines on the planet are here.
That all sounds amazing, but obviously we're gonna want to push ourselves, and what if something does happen, like we get hurt?
10 hours till you get to a decent hospital, you know, and
That's if you like get lucky and you get like a scheduled flight out. Could be taking 2-3 days. You just gotta find that balance. Is like, how far do you really want to push it? Like, how far is it worth it?
it's gonna be heavy emotionally, even for you guys, I think. I'm sure you can imagine for us being away from wives and kids. It's a whole nother level.
The scientist who took the photos of Axel Heiberg Island is Dr. Laura Thompson, and she's been kind enough to join us and teach us a little bit about the region.
My work is based on glaciers in the Canadian High Arctic. The glacier below that I'm showing is called White Glacier, and that's where my work is based. And that's just one small glacier on an island with close to 2,000 glaciers. The geology of Axel is really diverse across the whole island. The region that you'll be in is going to be a lot of sandstones and shales.
Do you know if there's gypsum up there? Because remember, that's a random thing we look for in Utah for like zones. If there's a gypsum mine that makes drywall,
yeah,
it means there's usually good dirt.
I totally didn't expect that question, but it's perfect because Axel Heiberg is known for its gypsum domes.
Crazy.
Yeah, you can almost predict where the good terrain will be relative to where the glaciers are and what the geology is. So our work is based in this area here. This is Expedition Fjord. And you guys will be cycling in some canyon lands over here.
So what's your take on us taking bikes up to the North Pole?
I think it's a great idea. I think that if you wanted to set up a long-term bike highway, I might take some issue with that because the tundra is quite sensitive. But also I think, especially if you're going down couloirs or just in little chutes, erosion is happening there anyways.
So how can we bring back a bigger goal in terms of like bringing awareness?
I think it's really great to be able to share the Arctic with more people because it is really remote and it is really isolated and it is the location of the greatest changes we're seeing as a response to climate change. And so just to open everyone's eyes to this, I think is really important.
Axel Heiberg Island. Beautiful, hostile, and devoid of human life. How does the landscape like this come to be? What chain of events have led to a desert this close to the North Pole? To answer these questions, there's a story I have to tell you. And like most origin stories, this one starts with an ending. 4.5 billion years ago, Earth collided with a smaller planet called Theia. Theia was destroyed, and our moon was formed from the rubble of the collision. But more importantly to our story, it knocked Earth 23.5 degrees off its axis. Way back then, our planet was just water. But as time passed, continents emerged, including our island. Over billions of years, she transformed, moving through 5 ice ages and 11 supercontinents, including the most recent, Pangaea. As Pangaea broke apart, our island began her journey north. Today, she finds herself near the North Pole. With the Earth's tilted axis, the land falls into complete darkness 4 months per year. The frigid temperatures cause the ocean around her to freeze, limiting the amount of precipitation. The result, a desert island on top of the world, 4.5 billion years in the making. Just waiting to be explored.
So we're about a month away from the Arctic, and we decided to meet up here on the island to just see how the crew jives together and whatnot.
You got it. Same speed, same pop.
You're not gonna over-rotate.
No. Yeah, Zink.
You got it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Yo.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Woo.
Got it.
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, dude, that was so close.
Yeah.
Ah.
What happened?
You like gave a good snap, but then by snapping, you got so open, so then it stalled. You know, like you get back and push your legs out, but you don't need to do this, you know?
You literally were like this. It's just your body positioning when you landed.
Yeah.
The slopestyle scene right now is infested with a million kids that can do a million tricks, but as far as big mountain riding, there's only a few select riders that are hungry and willing to go for it.
Yeah, Tom.
Got it.
Yeah, Tom. It's like a gainer.
Tom and Carson were my 2 favorites to bring on this trip just because they really are the future of big mountain riding.
Yeah!
These are going to be the 2 young guys that pretty much take our place in pushing the limits in the mountains.
there's this little lake up here that we're gonna go camping at. We're gonna stay in tents at this lake. Isn't that cool looking? Look at how far it is away from home.
Did you been here with your friends?
Yep, I went there with
What
some...
kind of friends?
The Claw. He's a mystical creature.
Oh, look at you. Big time for walking.
So how many days of travel will that take?
2.5 days.
Lovely.
How long have you been gone?
I think it's like almost a month.
So, are you nervous
A little bit.
about this trip?
Yeah, a little bit, but I also know it's a trip of a lifetime and never will get the chance to go up there again.
Say goodbye. How will I get a hold of you if I need to?
The Lorman Reach. You'll be able to talk to you on that.
So will you guys be alone up there? Or?
No, we'll have some guides up there, and we'll be working with the Inuit.
Such an opportunity.
Yeah, going on a trip with Zinc and Claw is once in a lifetime opportunity, but also a lot of pressure that you're putting on yourself.
We're gonna fly commercial to Yellowknife.
Okay.
And then we charter a plane. We'll kind of like island hop.
Total weight of the freight is 4,025 pounds.
Yes, sweetheart, we'll miss you.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh, that was super easy, huh? Autopilot selected. Hydraulics. Motor check. Flaps check.
Wind 36014, gone.
So what happens if you get hurt? Who's there? How far away?
We'll have a doctor with us the whole trip. He's pretty much just gonna be in charge of safety, and we're in good hands.
1082 is down up there. EPU is on generating box complete.
Oh yeah, feels like winter. It is cold. Arctic summer.
And I think it's a 3 to 4 hour flight to where we're actually gonna camp.
Bags up front, seats in the middle.
There's only like a month of the year that you can go up there and have no snow and have light. Gotta be now or never.
The human obsession with exploration is nothing new, even in the Arctic. 900 years ago, the Thule people became the first and only human inhabitants of Axel Heiberg Island. They thrived for 200 years until the Little Ice Age enveloped the Arctic, leaving it uninhabited to this day. Uninhabited, but not unexplored. In 1895, Captain Sir John Franklin led 2 large ships with 129 men to find a route through the Northwest Passage. They were never heard from again. But Franklin's courage inspired a new round of explorers. In 1899, Otto Sverdrup and his crew set out to map the high Arctic. They spent 3 dark winters frozen in the ice, and 4 summers mapping 160,000 square kilometers by dog sled. They rediscovered the island and named it Axel Heiberg after a brewer who sponsored the expedition. They left the island with a name, but still no human inhabitants.
Looking out of the window, it just looks like Utah in the winter, but literally 5 times the size.
West coast to the left, guys.
Where? Down there.
Check how the glaciers almost look alive.
insane.
Wow. We're alive.
Wow. Holy.
So just quickly, we're gonna go over a couple of things for safety. I have my shotgun. Apak has his rifle. Apak is from Arctic Bay. He's gonna be responsible for all our safety and make sure we respect his land too. Of course, we are in polar bear country. We're gonna have a bear fence around the camp. You have to be careful with the fence to not
Yeah, we're just gonna have the fence up while we're all trying to catch some sleep, just so everybody can get a good night's rest. Just be mindful of it if you wake up in the middle of the night. If you pee on the fence, you'll be the siren.
Your bathroom's gonna be here. We have to really take care of all
Pack
our...
in when you pack out?
Yeah, so human waste all packed up.
We're just gonna try to keep a neat, tidy camp and have a lot of fun while we're here.
First couple days we just spent scoping around camp. It's a crazy feeling to be the only humans on this whole island.
Dude, how sick does that look? It looks awesome, actually.
Oh, that would be epic.
Yeah, those ones are legendary, dude.
Cross and then drop back in and then traverse over to where Claw is.
Yeah, you could go here or start over there.
Looking up to Darren and Cam for so long, and yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me, like how they chose me and Tom.
Let's draw a map out. So basically, Cannon Lake's like this, and that is pretty much due north, base camp's right here. And then we had our conger shoots here.
Just the way they pick lines, it's pretty inspiring.
This is definitely doable, it's just heavy.
It doesn't matter how good at tricks you are or how big you can go. Out here, it's all about the experience, and it's something that they have. So my goal is to take their experience and try and learn from it.
This one is kind of I think that's the end-all be-all as far as what we came here for.
Claw and Zink, they scouted these huge lines along the lake. It's definitely been in their thoughts for the past year.
Dude, this looks way better than over there. I think we looked at this one on the map and it's 2,500 feet. And it's just gonna be so bitchin'.
What do we want to call this one?
Let's call it the drag strip.
Same with Claw. He found a line that was right across the lake from that.
I personally really love this one that goes into that chute on the backside of the Buchanan. It's massive, freaking slope.
It's kind of the pinnacle of our imagination as far as what we came here to do.
It wasn't very rideable. Like, for them to just be thinking about a line like that, just massive lines too, like probably the biggest lines anyone's ever ridden on a mountain bike. Yeah, there's a lot more to learn.
And I think just get into it tomorrow, start adding stuff and build it up, and then work towards bigger lines.
Wanted to have a quick talk about safety with you guys. It's a small team, we're really remote, so we're gonna rely on everyone to pitch in and help out. Closest hospital would be in Iqaluit, which is probably a 12-hour flight under ideal circumstances, so it's really super remote up here. This is by far the biggest first aid kit I've ever assembled. These are needles and syringes, defibrillator, we've got oxygen, all the IV supplies. So it'd be good to know, for me, just what you guys have dealt with in the past in terms of injuries.
Yeah, where do I start? You know, ankles, legs, wrists.
Tore my ACL.
Plates in both my collarbones.
Did a pneumothorax, which almost killed me.
Broke my wrist once.
Couple broken backs.
PCL and meniscus, tibia as well.
Yeah, not bad.
No. Then we got Zink.
Zink, you've probably had one
I've
or two.
never been hurt.
Never been injured?
No.
Yeah.
This is all new to me. Yeah, I've been through the ringer, and it's from broken feet to broken legs and compartment syndrome in my leg and fasciotomy and 6 knee surgeries and plenty of other random injuries. But I was always fortunate with never having shoulder problems my whole life, but then this past year, I dislocated both of them. So kind of my Achilles heel lately. Ayla's keeping me safe. She made this bracelet for me. Best friend bracelet, said it's gonna keep me safe. No way. You'd feel a lot better if you got hurt on a big line here rather than a jump that you could have built anyway. Yeah. So might as well get some real stuff in the bag of what we came here to do.
End up going for this line we dubbed Oso Negro, just because we wanted to kind of get a feel for the dirt.
It's a long way to the top. Oh, rock and roll.
Right in there, there's like a light brown hump.
Don't go left right there, because that like is a cliff.
Yeah, it sucks you in. But there's one of them is better than the other.
I'll follow you guys.
Oh! Right up the rock, right behind you.
What's that?
Oh shit.
Watch out.
Oh!
Not the best dirt.
No.
Well, the dirt is nice, it's just too much rock still.
I think we should just go down slow to that and just see what's over that.
But we can go hard right, too.
Pretty sure?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the good one, right in the middle.
Whoa!
No, what the hell?
Definitely not this one.
Yeah, I was saying like this.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, see you down there. You all right? It's fucking stupid.
You okay?
You break anything or you just choke?
No, I'm good.
Like, you break your bike or you just choke?
Oh, no, my bike's broken. That's why I'm choked.
What's wrong with it?
My brake line.
Oh, that's kind of depressing, man.
After riding this line and realizing the dirt isn't consistent, I'm not very confident that we're going to be able to ride any of the big lines that we came here for.
By the time we got back, it was like midnight. It's definitely weird. The sun doesn't go anywhere, it just goes in circles.
It's funny, it's like a sundial in the sky.
I've been struggling with it.
Have you?
Yeah, dude, I got my eye mask and then I have my buff over top of that.
It's tough, but it's also pretty sweet because you can get a lot done in a day.
We're here on a swivel playing horseshoes.
Oh.
Don't get out of your tent for a little bit.
Axel Heiberg is home to one of our planet's harshest ecosystems. From October through February, the island falls into total darkness, and winter temperatures reach as low as -42 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite these conditions, life has evolved and flourished in this no man's land. Although most of the Arctic is flat tundra, Axel Heiberg is unique for its large mountains, resulting in the island's almost 2,000 glaciers. This ancient ice drew in a new generation of explorers. In 1959, glaciologist Fritz Müller found the island ideal for his studies. In 1960, Mueller and his team built a semi-permanent structure at the base of White Glacier. His team returned every year for over 2 decades. Before his death, he passed his findings on to another glaciologist, who passed them on to another, who passed them on to Dr. Laura Thompson, who has returned to study the glacier every summer for the past 9 years, resulting in one of the oldest glacial records in the high Arctic.
What is up?
Hey, how's it going?
Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm Dorota. Nice to see you.
Darren.
Hi, I'm Dorota. Hi, nice to see you again.
This is home, huh?
Yeah, this is home.
Have you visibly seen the glaciers receding?
You see all that kind of debris, gravel material. That's where the glacier was in 1960. And that was actually the largest that glacier ever was since the last ice age. So all the retreat that's happened has really happened in the last 50-something years. All of our data goes to the World Glacier Monitoring Service, and that's part of the United Nations Environment Monitoring Program. On White Glacier, I have 3 GPS stations. So what I'm measuring at actually is how fast the glacier is moving.
And how fast are we moving right now?
It's about 30 meters a year. So this helps us predict kind of what future glacier response will be, what future sea level rise will be.
The Canadian High Arctic is essentially the area of Western Europe. Simply because it's the largest area of ice outside of Greenland and Antarctica, it's actually the world's largest contributor to sea level rise from glaciers and ice caps.
This base has been here for 57 years?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's like one of the oldest Arctic camps. The retreat that we're seeing now is due to climate conditions about 40 years ago, we think, for White Glacier. So if we were to stop the warming and melt that's happening now, the glacier would still retreat for at least another 40 years. It's a complicated system, and it's important that we have
Understand all
people
of it.
on it. Yeah, exactly.
If you had a message, what would it be after all your years of studying these glaciers?
Yeah, I would like to emphasize the importance of the North and the fact that we have the most ice out of any country except Denmark, which has Greenland. And it's so understudied. It's our responsibility to be stewards of the ice that we have.
For us to get a glimpse of the hard work that these individuals put into doing all the research for these glaciers and better understanding global climate and ice levels and really what's going on up here is pretty insane. You can't help but respect this place.
Sweet, let's see. How do you pick them?
Can you eat the stem too?
Oh, no, this is delicious. Good snack. Thank the back. Good.
It is blueberry-ish, huh?
Yeah, blueberry for sure.
Yeah.
The Arctic is definitely one of the most epic places I've ever been. It's hard to put in words.
It really strikes hard, the fact that the Arctic is just so unknown.
There's something different about the Arctic, just being above the tree line and seeing the raw land and glaciers incising into it. The landscapes that we now see covered with beautiful trees, that came from glaciers, and you can see that in action now in the Arctic. So it's a great classroom for understanding our Earth.
The landscape of the Arctic is just, you got to see it to believe it.
It's just surreal. It's a dream come true to explore a zone like this.
This place definitely makes you feel very small.
Yeah, Tom!
Super fun. Yeah, cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
It worked.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Boys, dinner time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
4 in the morning, dinner time.
Time to eat.
Oh. How many days have we been here?
Lost count because it's not really technically a day, because a day really consists of like morning, nightfall. There's no nightfall, just straight.
This is just the endless day.
Nothing like dehydrated meat and potatoes brought back to life by water.
I think it's brought back to life by hot sauce. How many more?
When we first laid eyes on this area, Zink first saw the drag strip.
That line has been in my mind since last year, and then it was my main goal and focus since we set up camp.
Keep me safe, Ayla. Back to the good stuff. There we go. Oh my God, dude. So pumped. Give me that 5-8 pack. Oh my God, that was awesome. Oh, that literally makes the whole trip worthwhile, man. That was the one.
Yeah, buddy. That was dope.
Yeah, dog. Zink van Steenbergen, Creek Clausen.
Click Clausen.
Cleek Cross.
All
Wheelie.
right.
Papa Wheelie.
Let's do it. We're soaked. That was so deep.
It's so fun.
Zink is obviously a legend, and she's sick to work with, and we found actually a lot of similar things, like the step downs.
I think it's the hardest thing what we do. Blind takeoffs and speed judging.
Are you thinking you can roll in from here?
I'm gonna brake to that second roll and then let it go.
That felt pretty
That was
good.
dialed, dude. Usually go a little bit further on flips because, like, you know what I mean? You're not like
going up further and losing distance, like a dirt jump, you know? You're like pulling up and carrying out. Carson can train us in too. No matter how many times you do it, it's always still nerve-wracking. Like the first monkey shot into space. Carson, you ready?
Yep.
All right, drop in at 5. All right, man. See you down the bottom.
Yeah, dudes.
Oh my God!
Oh, fuck.
My shoulder's out.
Your shoulder?
Yeah.
Which one?
The left one.
It's just gonna feel intense for a second once it slides in.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that was disgusting, dude.
It's fucking gnarly. Oh, God. This is supposed to be the easy part. We're supposed to get to the hard stuff tomorrow. Always glad when your head isn't hurt, you know? Your shoulders can heal, but your brain doesn't really work like that. Bummer.
Yeah.
Our job is to just get gnarlier and gnarlier. But I've done bigger flips than that, like 8 years ago. Means that it's been gnarly for a long time.
We got 5 days left, and we've been battling weather, stuck in tents for a couple days. We got a lot of stuff on our plate that we've scoped out, and for me, being able to get the dream shoot in the bag is my biggest goal, and still haven't got that yet. And the weather forecast is not looking very good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting on the horizon right there.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and then it's pretty long, and then it rolls down again, point that's coming out, the rocky kind of cliff line right there. And then it'll kind of feed me into a little point. It'll be like a drop onto a rock slab.
Yeah, just watch the wind.
Yeah.
All morning long, it usually tends to blow one way, and in the afternoon, if you hit it in the afternoon, you should be good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Afternoon is in like 2
Like,
a.m. for
yeah.
us, 3 a.m.
Midnight sun.
Yeah.
Get it?
right, Tom? I'm good. I just broke my helmet. I'm gonna try and make my way down.
That hurt.
You all right?
Think so, yeah. No headache or anything.
Your back hurt?
Yeah, just scraped it. I actually brought a spare helmet for this reason. All right, I'll see you at the bottom again.
Yeah, man, you got it.
I am in position.
Yes, sir, man, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got this. He's got this.
Okay, drop in 3, 2, 1. Cast off.
He's gonna get it.
Come on, Tommy boy.
Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna give you 3 words to remember. Green, hope, and taxi. Green, hope, taxi. Remember those?
Still sitting there.
Shit.
How's Tom doing, doctor?
You okay?
Yeah, I just felt out of it, and I kind of, like, I didn't remember what happened, so I didn't really know what to improve.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Just winging
Yeah,
it.
I shouldn't have done that.
We're just gonna move your eyes, so don't move your head. And I'm just looking at your eye movements, just to make sure they're smooth.
2 helmets, 2 runs. It's weird, I don't remember what I did off the lip, but everything before, I remember I felt fine walking down the rest of the way. And then,
You rode down.
oh yeah, I rode down.
Yeah. What are the 3 words? Do you remember?
Green, hope, taxi.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that hard?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, I had to
It's like hard.
a couple times, but yeah, no.
So yeah, two pretty big head bonks, and we'd call this a concussion just based on your symptoms, and probably not a great idea to keep riding.
I feel fine. Like, I want to ride more, but it's obviously, I don't know.
It's a tough call, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's the hardest position to be in, especially on a trip where you're not going to ever come back here, but you have a long, long life ahead of you, you know? And the brain's the one thing that doesn't heal. Like, bones heal stronger and ligaments come back, you know, but your brain doesn't come back. And I've had some of the proudest moments of my life, let alone career, after a big crash, but one of the biggest ones in 2010, like, looking back on that, I probably shouldn't have rode it.
Can you win Best Trick and Rampage that year?
Mm-hmm. And the World Tour.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was one of the best days of my life, but I probably would have taken it back and not ridden, knowing that I had hit my head so hard and just the gravity of second impact syndrome. You just have to always take a step back from the pressure from sponsors and pressure from whoever and just do what's right for you and look at the bigger picture, which is always hard when you're in it, you know? And it might seem like this is the pinnacle of your career, but you think you're gonna have a lot more heights than just this, you know. You can go home and then regroup, and then you're just gonna keep elevating. You're just still on the climb up, man.
Yep.
You'll be back. We won't be back here, but you'll be back.
Go ahead, bud.
Just, you know, the dream chute proper itself is already in shadow.
Oh yeah, I figured as much.
Cool.
Seeing a line that big and that ominous, it's just left an imprint in my memory, and I just can't shake it.
Nasty. I'm going down there.
It looks rideable, probably.
In a bit. Shit. Toss her up. Whew. Sketchy. All right, here we go.
It's a pretty surreal feeling. Getting a line you've been obsessed with for over a year.
Whew! Man, we're at the bottom!
I've been chasing these lines for almost 2 decades.
Oh.
And that was hands down the biggest line I've ever ridden.
Woo!
What a journey.
It's worth coming to the ends of the earth for it.
For sure.
What food are you gonna buy first when you get back to civilization?
Vegetables.
Burrito. Definitely one of the best trips I've ever been on, if not the best trip I've ever been on.
A hell of a lot better than an FMB Silver event, huh?
Yeah. Definitely feel grateful to be on this trip. It's cool to see the way you guys pick out lines and, you know, just kind of view the terrain. And I think this trip I've learned so much.
We're obviously not done by any means, but I'm just stoked to have you guys here and essentially carry on the torch.
Hopefully guys like yourself take what we've learned throughout me and Cam's careers, you know, riding this kind of stuff. Hopefully you guys take that and, you know, take it to the next level.
Oh, there he is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Touching
Yeah! Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going home, boys.
Hurting, but happy. A little broken, but not beaten.
Learned much from her past. The future remains the Arctic's biggest mystery. Throughout her history, the only constant has been change. But it's the speed at which change is occurring that creates these massive unknowns. Human impact on our planet is causing global temperatures to rise 10 times faster than any time in recorded history. In the last 40 years, the Arctic has lost more sea ice than a landmass the size of Mexico. As the darker land and ocean surfaces become exposed, more sunlight gets absorbed, causing the Arctic to warm at double the global average, making what was once unreachable, reachable. In 2016, the first cruise ship traversed the Northwest Passage, the same route that took the lives of the Franklin expedition 121 years earlier. With the passage open, foreign cargo ships now seek it as a shorter alternative to the Panama Canal. The 8 countries sharing Arctic borders are now torn between conservation and exploitation of the newly accessible resources. The disappearing ice also leaves the Arctic exposed to gas and oil exploration. And animals who have uniquely evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to thrive in this environment now race to adapt. A region that was once one of the Earth's most hostile is rapidly transforming into one of its most vulnerable.
A trip like this is encompassing everything that I've done as a human, as a rider. I want to lead by example, and I want to show my kids, don't ever try to compare yourself to anyone else or try to be as good as the next guy, because then you're just limited by the next guy. Look for something new, look beyond the next horizon. And this sport is what I've devoted most of my life to and that I care about so much, and doing everything I can to contribute to making it better and paving the way for people to come up and enjoy it the way I have.
Some people think that achieving a goal is a curse in some ways, because once the goal is achieved, what comes next? You just have to keep learning from every adventure, every success, and more importantly, every failure. The biggest lesson I learned from this trip was that as we pass the torch to the next generation, it's up to us to make sure it's still burning.